Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Vanessa and I'm an indie author from Toronto, Canada, and I publish under the pen name AN Sage. If you are new to this channel, then you should know that I drop videos weekly, and usually they have something to do with either writing, creative entrepreneurship, because I'm also a cover designer and an illustrator, and just general fun things that I think would be useful to other authors. And one of those things are planners, because I am obsessed with stationery, planning, anything that has to do with cute notebooks and all of that jazz. I'm absolutely in love with it, and I want to share the different things that I use in my writing and in my career in general that kind of help get me organized and just inspire me on the daily. And today, because we are starting a new month soon, I wanted to share with you my little bullet journal. Now, I will say I am not a bullet journaler, as I don't even know if that's the word that you would use for that, but this is pretty much my first bullet journal where I am treating it like an actual planner. I do have a bullet journal that I use for my plotting, and I will link that somewhere in the cards or down in the description if you want to see kind of the video on what that's laid out as. But I don't use a bullet journal for my planner. I use a Hobonichi and sometimes Naran Condren, sometimes Ranks, but I've never actually used a bullet journal for a planner, mostly because I like the pre-made layouts that I can just kind of fill my stuff out on, because it's faster for me, at least the way that I find. And to be honest with you, I never consider myself to be super creative when it comes to stuff like that. I usually just use stickers and to decorate, and the highlighters, and it's all usually very basic and minimal. But I had this bullet journal and it was just sitting in my drawer collecting dust with the rest of the notebooks that I don't use. And I just thought it was so cute. It was super witchy. I had a notebook that also goes along with it, that has like a nice little design on it that's also stars and moons. So then it's also gold. And so I thought, you know what, why don't I try to use this? And I couldn't figure out what I would use it for. And I decided that maybe what I'll use it for is for my cover design. Now, not for my cover design, for planning, I mostly just use a monthly layout, and then I kind of write in what every client needs to get done, just so I know what's coming up and how that's figured out. I also use an online system to kind of schedule everybody in, but for myself, I use a small planner, and I use the Louis Vuitton medium ring agenda. It was just one of the personal size. I think that's the closest to describe it. And I used to get inserts for that, and I would kind of jot it down. And it was very small, and there wasn't that much space, but it was more than what I needed. However, I did have this thing, and I thought, you know what? I want to be a bit more creative in my life in general. I don't know if you've heard me talk about in previous videos, but I am thinking about starting up my Etsy shop for stickers again, because I had one for a long time and I loved it, and I kind of just want to illustrate and do that some more. So what did I do? I started Googling and going on Pinterest and finding out different layouts. And I will link all the creators that I kind of, whose layouts I kind of used and kind of pulled from below, or whatever I can find for them online. So usually with the way that I do it, this is just for my personal use. It's not like I'm making any money off of this, just for myself as inspiration. But I'll go on Pinterest, I'll Google bullet journal, monthly layouts, and then I would find one that I like, and I would try to recreate it. And for me, that was good practice to create art that's kind of minimal but kind of fun. So how did I have this laid out? It's a simple bullet journal. It does have a pocket in the back here. I do have some stickers here. I probably will never use them. They're just like little icons that I'll never use. But it's a very simple bullet journal. It's very thick paper, very thick paper. It's very similar to our journals, but I think I got this from Amazon, and so it was a lot less expensive. And since I'm not a bullet journal user normally, I figured this will be fine to kind of get me into it so I don't spend too much money on it. But I have this little clip on here, and this is just for cutes because it matches the gold. What I did was the first page here, I did a 2023 layout, and I did like a bookshelf because this is for book covers. and just hanging 23 light bulbs. Very minimal. That's what I'm going for. Here is minimal, fast, and just cute. And I just think it will be fun to have a collection of different sketches and do those at the end of the few years, because this will last me a few years, I'm sure. So for the January layout, this was my first time trying it, so I kept it very minimal. It's just like a simple flower, and the way that I have all my layouts for the months is I would have the month here, kind of a breakdown at a glance of the month. I do my little doodles and whatever I do. And then over here, the way that I have everything laid out is I have a monthly layout. And what I actually did was I went as far as the rest of the year and kind of went through all the way to December, because when people are booking, obviously I didn't want to decorate every single month because that would take forever, and I wanted it to be a monthly exercise and a fun thing for me to do. But I do have people booking like right now till for the end of the year already, so I wanted to be ready and kind of have somewhere I can jot it down, and then the beginning of the month I can decorate it. So we've got January, another little flower here. I'm also trying to practice my penmanship, which is not very good. And then usually over here, I would put down the clients, and then I color code whether it's covers or formatting or whatever it is. And then in here, it's very simply laid out. I have a client and their job description. So everything from here, just a more detailed section. Then we have, oh, this one's sold actually already. I should check that off. But then I have a notes section on the back where I kind of list some pre-mades I do if I'm running an event. If I have to do something for the website, it's all here. Then February, we've got Valentine's Day. So slightly cutesy little layout. The same thing here. And the layouts continue the same. Notes. For March, again, practicing, getting better. This is better than anything I've ever done. It's still very rough, but I'm pretty proud of it. And as you can see, I'm getting a bit more fun in my little doodles here. But that's what March was. And then we're going to April, which is this month. And I went all out. It's orange and green. Oh my God, crazy colors. But I just thought, I saw this on Pinterest and I was like, you know what? I really love the way it looks. It's super minimal, but kind of abstract, but kind of not. And I just did my own lettering for that. But I loved these little oranges, these little mandarin oranges, and they're just so pretty, I thought. And so I kind of went for it with all the colors. And I kept it orange and green throughout. And then at the end over here, I have 2024 bookings. So usually around the summertime, I start booking for the next year. And so I kind of wanted to have like a running list of bookings for 2024. And that way I didn't have to create all the monthlies. The way that I did like here for 2024, I could just have them laid out here, and then next year around December, I can sit down and do the same process again. So as you can see, this was 1 year of the whole thing. So I'm pretty sure I can fit like probably at least 3 years into this. I think maybe even four might be pushing it, but definitely 3 years would fit into this bullet journal. And I'm super excited to kind of go through it afterwards and have all these little doodles and just kind of like a collection of everything that I've done for cover design, because I am really proud of my cover design and my clients, and I have a lot of fun doing that. It's just one of the things that I do as an entrepreneur, but I do love it. And so I wanted to have a creative outlet for my creative outlet. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to do a quick breakdown. We have a very crazy weekend here. It's my daughter's first birthday, and so we're having a birthday weekend, and I didn't have time to do like a full sit down video. Like you'll see, I'm going to film some shorts. I won't even have makeup on. But I just thought it's time for a new month. And so a new month usually means we do a planner video. And so instead of doing a regular planner video, some kind of plan with me, I thought we could talk about this bullet journal because this is new to me and I love it. If you are a bullet journal, is that how you say it? Is that what we refer to ourselves now as, bullet journal? Oh my God. But if you are a person who uses a bullet journal, there we go. Comment below and let me know where you get your inspiration, how you create your spreads, what you use your bullet journal for, and if you have any advice or suggestions for a little big bujo newbie. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you are subscribed and being part of this community. And I hope you stay magical. And I will see you next week for another video. Bye!